I'll be in there momentarily, chat. Hear me all right, or is it staticky? I feel like it's staticky right now. We got static mic. Static mic. Oh. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hola, hello. Does mic sound okay? Is everything okay? Good? In sync still? Good? Looking A-money? So Deathwire Gaming? Yep, all good. Let's freaking go. So chat, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. How do you do? Here, let's start this Monday morning with some great vibes. There you go. I know that's what you wanted. I know that's exactly what was going to get you going this morning. Early today? 9 o'clock. Maybe 1 minute early. Well, is that too early for you guys? I mean, I could go and come back in a minute. Fine. Only Matt mornings can start a morning. That's true. True. What's up, guys? How you doing? So it's just me, if you can't tell. No Jackson this morning. He has a doctor's appointment. So it's Agent, thank you for the resub. 18 months. Let's go. Jackson is currently at a doctor's appointment, so I am in charge today. And I did not have a build ready. I swear, if there was a build, I would have built it. But we don't have a build ready. We're waiting on some stuff to come in. So I figured, if you guys saw this video from this weekend, this little guy, this is the Lenovo P330 that we kind of maxed out, quote unquote. It's maxed out for what it is. And it features, which with the upgraded processor, we have a 9700T, we have the RTX 3056 gig, 16 gigs of RAM, and a new SSD. If you guys saw that video, you would have noticed that this thing was not stable, mainly in Fortnite for whatever reason. So I've come to the conclusion that I kind of just want to swap the CPU out of this and go back to the i5. I really don't think we're getting that much performance with the i7, and potentially that could help with our power draw issues. So we're going to swap it back to the i5. We're going to run some Fortnite on this little portable monitor and just see if we can get it to crash, because that was the issue. We got it to crash when playing Fortnite. Everything else, it wasn't crashing. So I'm just going to focus on trying to get this CPU swapped out, and then we'll do some gaming. Sounds good? It's going to be a little chill stream. Hey, Google, play Harris Heller on Spotify Shuffle. Cool, beautiful. And also, we do have, by the way, you might see we have 2 keyboards on this setup. We now have this little trackpad keyboard thing because I don't think it'll show anything bad. Yeah, right. We can now do this. Whoa! Isn't this crazy? We'll not sign. We'll do. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. All right, so now we can watch YouTube videos together. We can look at your all setups. We can click on links. We're professionals, chat. Isn't that great? Finally, into the new era. I have no idea how well this is going to work, by the way. I will be testing some stuff with you later if I get time to, because the issue we had before this setup was there was like a lot of echo. And the echo is not something that will be enjoyable for you guys at home. So I'm going to hang on to this for a second. We'll come back to it, and hopefully we can have a cool setup for, like, especially for future like product launches, like live streams like that. We're able to hop on the stream in the morning and just watch it with you guys. You know? So that'd be kind of cool. But I should probably not put this up. I should probably actually see OBS here. So let's go ahead and minimize this. Cool. And let's do a little overhead rig action. Yeah, buddy. Get overhead zoom. All right, perfect. We can watch movies together. I don't know if we want to watch movies together. We might get in trouble for that, but I get the vibe. I get the vibe. We can react to brain rot together, chat. How about that? Ben Beanie, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Who's on vacation? No one's on vacation. Jackson's just having a doctor's appointment this morning. I think his appointment was at like 10 o'clock or something like that, and he just didn't want to come in for the stream, then just to run for the doctor's appointment. So he is just going to be handling that, and I shall be here. I would not be surprised if you see him pop up in the chat and just be like, what are you doing? Or say something crazy, because he normally does on these streams, especially when he's just waiting at home for a doctor's appointment or something. But we're going to get to work. And chat, I may not be super responsive during the stream for like major tech questions. So if people in chat could help out people who are asking questions, that'd be a money, because I really just want to try to lock in and get this going. Yeah, old man stuff. We're like washed up, you know? We're like old and washed up. So no surprise there. All right. Where is the i5? I know I like doing this, and I don't know if I know where the i5 is, because we need that i5 back. Is it right here? Yeah, it is. I'm kind of worried that this card is going to be the problem, and I'm going to have to go back down to that Quadro, which is, for selling purposes, if we have to do it, we have to do it. But this card will be reused in something else at that point. But we're going to buy Brain Rot with Twitch points. Just do the net button, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. Are you just talking about like the Italian Brain Rot guy? I'll try to stay on top of it, but can't promise anything. That is true. Chad, if you're going to ask me questions, I know answer it. If someone in chat helps you, they're intelligent people. They can help you. Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. Anyone do anything interesting this weekend? I gotta complain. Is there anyone in chat who has beaten Claire Obscure? Don't tell me a spoiler. That's not what I'm asking for. But I see you know. Is there anyone in chat who's beat that game? Who's vibing this morning? Because I gotta complain. I gotta rant a little bit here. And I'll keep it spoiler free. Don't worry if you're trying to play the game. Your son beat it? Nice. What do you think of it? Matt, do you happen to have any older GPUs in storage like 470 or Vegas that work? Are you local? Are you trying to come in locally to buy one? I don't think we do currently. So like normally if we have a GPU like that, it normally is not going to sit more than like a day or two before it's thrown into a build. Because we just don't like to keep old stuff on hand. We just are in the business of selling systems. So for the most part, whenever we have something like that, it is like going in a build like within a day. And the big thing too is if you're not local, we wouldn't offer that, unfortunately. Your best bet is like eBay or Jawa. All right, let's go back to this i5. If that helps her out. Oh, you showed me the game, but I'm not into it. Nice. Jack's on vacation. No vacation. Just him. He has a little doctor's appointment he's doing right now. So, thermal stuff good. He's doing a doctor's appointment right now. He just won't be here in the stream, but he'll be physically here. You guys just won't see him because he won't be back until after the stream. Florida going to a couple mining rigs on Hive. Nice. Yeah, we sadly we wouldn't have those, and honestly, probably at the prices that you would want, we would not have them. So your best bet is to have you looked at PC server parts, Rob? I don't know if you're asking me this because you saw our video on it. PC server parts is that company that had those mining rigs for a long time. I don't know if they still do. That had a bunch of like 470s in it. So if you're looking for like a 470 level GPU, those would be a good option. I have no idea if they still have them though, but worth a look. Built an espresso machine for this cafe. I know, espresso machine, nice. You a big coffee guy? All right, is on. Grub, thank you for the resub. Appreciate you, my dude. Oh God, I just got unplugged. I'll figure that out. Nice. My dad works for a coffee delivery company, so coffee has always been a big part of my life for sure. Love me some coffee. I'll say I haven't been drinking as much as I used to. Because I supplement for the the energy drink obsession. Y'all know my love for energy drinks. $15,000 machine. Damn, that's crazy. Brother in Christ, how'd they come out? I love how they make these like the smallest connectors possible. Public consumption always goes down during the summer. You know, a nice coffee drinker? I feel like coffee is pretty peak during like the what's it called? The fall and winter months. Oh, Darko Vader, you're here now. I can complain to you about it. Bro, Claire, I'm on the final boss. I'm not gonna say anything for spoiler purposes. On the second phase, when they hit you with that goddamn curse, that pissed me off so much. I was so close to winning, and then I got hit with that curse. And then I choked. It like threw me off so hard that I choked. And then when my reserve team went in, I just kept missing. Oh, you were OP? What level were you? Hey, Google. Yep. Yeah, what level were your characters? I'm curious. Or if you just had some like absolutely crazy, whatever the hell they call those, 50 something, higher than me. I think my highest level character is probably like 45, 46. I definitely didn't like grind any of like the side stuff. I was very tunnel visioned on the story because I just really wanted to see how it ended. And also, the most I can game in a day nowadays, just with my schedule, is maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that game, I would be really going crazy. I was doing 6-figure damage for OP attack. Oh, nice. I have some characters who are doing 6-figure. One thing I'm confused about, by the way, and you tell me, is damage actually capped at like 9,999? Is that a thing, or am I missing something? It is capped? Okay. Yeah, there's multiple times where I've like hit 9,999 with multiple characters. And I was like, is that the cap of damage? I was like, if that's the case, then all right, whatever. Get Pictos in the Act 2 that removes that. Oh, okay. So they make sure you can't just like absolutely tunnel vision through. So okay, then you weren't that much more OP than me, I guess, because then your damage was like the same as mine. I was pretty consistently doing like 9,000 plus damage, but I'm still getting cooked. Like, I guess it's just my parrying sucks, my dodges suck. I'm dodging more because I was very strict, and McAllister was like that in that game. I'm very much like McAllister was like this too. He's like, I feel like you should parry everything. I mean, you don't have to, obviously. I know we talked about it, but I felt like the desire to parry everything, and that's been hard. Although what is it? I don't know if it's because of the Picto I have or whatever, but there's one where like I use Verso to mark, and then when she's in like her Virtuoso or whatever stance, and then does one move or whatever, I like consistently get 9,999 like over and over and over again. But I think my dodging and parrying just sucks, man. I just that's my problem. I had a dream about a small AI roller for $300. That thing was sick. It would be sick. All right, we'll see if this thing still works. I'm gonna play Fortnite like this, chat. Look like a good idea. About a little top-down Fortnite action. Yeah, to close out my Claire Obscure rant, that game is awesome. Like the suspense and the just the theatrics of it towards the end of the game. Like it was hitting me with some chills, man. It's really good. It is really good. I heard they're making like a live action show of that. I just had this feeling it's not going to be good. But the thing is with Claire, it's one of those games where it has a story that I wish people who just didn't care about video games could actually watch. I fought that boss that sits in the water, gives good pictures of the boss of those. Is it worth? I mean, I guess the story, because the story ends at Act 2, right? That's basically what I saw. Is it worth doing anything in Act 3? I'm at the point where I feel like I'm gonna be so emotionally exhausted from the game after beating it that I'm just not gonna wanna. I'm just gonna move on to the next thing. But if you feel like you're spoiling something by telling me that, Dark Vader, don't tell me, because I don't want to be spoiled. Because I basically just have to do the last boss still. Pretty much, a lot of people grind it, but some say don't too much otherwise make the final fight way too easy. That's really fast too. That makes sense. That game has zero. I have zero interest in, but we all have our game preferences. See, the thing is, and I get it. I think I really like it because I am a Pokemon fan and I love turn-based games like that. So that's maybe why I'm like really into it. McAllister and I are kind of on the same boat with this. I wish Pokemon at some point will add the parrying and dodge options. Like that would be so cool to a Pokemon game. Like that would be a really good change. I doubt they'll do it, but that'd be really cool. No, what I was saying is the story itself, the characters, everything about it is really well written. I wish the live action show that they're working on does well, because there's like people like, oh, it's on. People like my fiance and stuff that I feel like would really enjoy the story, but the game would not be something she would want to play. Okay. Move this up for a second just to make sure I don't show anything naughty. Anything naughty? I mean, if just give me like a Fortnite update or something. Of course, there's a Fortnite update. How big is this update? A gig? All right, let's let it cook. I feel like I like Pokemon Game Freak would never evolve. Yeah, maybe. I will say the way they've been doing the Switch games have been pretty good. I love the Legends series where they actually made an open world Pokemon game. I like it. I still prefer my Pokemon games to what's it called? I prefer my Pokemon games to kind of fast. Yeah, am I going offline at all? Am I still good? Making sure I'm not going offline because the download speed's kind of nuts right now. All right, limit download speed. We good? Okay. They're gonna Pokemon buying older console games, attempt to buy some. Yeah, no, it's I don't know where I was going with that. GameStop is cooked. They used to be able to sand attack, duh. But no, the newer Pokemon games are really good. I like those. I really liked Legends Arceus. That was a really good one. I think they're good, but they're not, obviously, there's still like a nostalgia factor that I will always come back to the traditional style Pokemon games. Any ROM hacks you recommend? Have you played, well, what is your, Graham, let me ask you, what is your favorite Pokemon game, like from back in the day? Did you enjoy, like, is there a certain era you liked? Because me, personally, being Fire Red, there are some Fire Red ROM hacks that I have not played. I will say, though, if you are open to Sinnoh region, is that whatever gen that is, for Pokemon Platinum, the Renegade Platinum is my favorite one. But also, I have a huge nostalgia for that Pokemon because that's the first one I ever played. Again, I'm young. So that was the first one I ever played. So with that in mind, I really liked Renegade Platinum because it was a new way for me to play Pokemon Platinum again. It's just really more difficult, new Pokemon. It's just a quality of life thing. So again, that may not be for you, but for me, that's my favorite ROM hack that I have played and completed. I've really completed many ROM hacks. I've tried many ROM hacks. Team Rocket one, isn't that the one where you play as Team Rocket for Fire Red? That would be a cool one to try. Pokemon Black was good. I never played that because when I was a kid, I think I sold my DS after Platinum. and never played Black, Pokemon Black's good. If you haven't played it, that's one I would go back and try to play. It is good. Same kind of vibe as Platinum. That's a good one. I haven't played Black or White 2, but I played the first one. Sorry, guys, I'm doing like an update on Fortnite right now. It's taking a little bit. You haven't played since Yellow, but you love that game? Nice. It has some naughty language, but it's good. Pokemon Black does? What are you doing? I don't know anything about that. I'm waiting to get a Game Boy Color and shell swap to an OLED mod to match my Switch Lite, but man, those old Game Boy Pokemon cards. Oh yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I saw your thing about wanting to play 4 games natively, not emulate. I 100% respect that. I will say though, maybe it's my like ADHD brain, but when it comes to Pokemon games, I love the emulation feature of double speed because I really just cannot play Pokemon games at normal speed. Any old ones, I can't play them at normal speed anymore. Like it's too slow, man. It is too slow. That's one reason why I like the new Pokemon games with the open world. You can just kind of run around and throw Pokemon at wild Pokemon and just have multiple battles happening at once and level up that way. And also they have XP share. The old school, it's a grind trying to level your team if you're on like normal speed. Like it takes hours, which I guess is content, but for me, it's just a tedious grind that I do not like. Is this going to be the only one of these you guys build? Probably. I want to do one at some point if I find another good deal on one, especially if you get a different GPU, like an AMD GPU. I want to do like a, like, chill, little dude, chill, chill, chill. Jesus, the GPU is not happy. Is this the right shell? The GPU is being held down. That's no bueno. Anywho, what was it? Good morning, Chaotic, by the way. Like drawing a blank now. I was like talking about something, I totally gone. Really play double speed in Subway Surfers, Family Guy moments on the side. No, it's true. No, it's just Pokemon games on double speed. Like it's a grind, dude. Like a battle takes like 2 minutes. Like to go through a normal battle, it sucks, dude. It sucks. I need double speed. It's not fun. It's just not. That level of grind is not fun to me. Maybe that if you think my brain is just cooked, let me know. I'll fully accept that my brain's cooked if it's cooked. But I just feel like single speed original Pokemon games, I just can't do it. That's the only reason why I can't play like original. I just couldn't. Even if I owned it, I couldn't. XP share makes it easier to not play on double speed. Smoking, you make you have brain farts. You see what the funny thing is? I don't smoke. Matt, can you use your Toasty Power and get GTA 6 here sooner? I don't know if our Toasty Powers had the ability to speed up GTA 6. That'd be pretty impressive if it did. But I don't think we got those kind of powers, man. I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. You're talking about making our mini PC. Thank you. What I want to do is get a AMD GPU for this, and then maybe do like a Steam OS or like Bazite, like home theater PC setup. That would be sick. With one of these, really cool. In theory, you can make it work with the 3056 gig, but maybe I want to do like a really cheap one, like an RX 550, just for like home emulation, something really small and compact. GTA 6. I'm summoning GTA 6. Is there a chance you guys will do pack openings? Talk about Pokemon? Probably not. I know, go to Toasty DIY, Zero. I know we have people on the channel like McAllister who do Magic the Gathering. Zach at pcbros was into Pokemon cards. I personally don't want to get into Pokemon cards because I can see that being a very expensive habit for me. Shoes are my expensive habit. I do shoes. That's my thing. We aren't sure employees don't have to lie to us. No, like I can tell you the story. I think I told, did I tell the story on stream? Maybe it's a little vulnerable. I don't care. I've only smoked once in my life, and it was in high school, and I had a really bad reaction to it. It was horrible. And ever since then, I have not touched it. Ever. Never. It just never worked. It just wasn't for me. I got like super bad paranoia. It was horrible. So it's not my thing. I'm definitely for the use of it, for sure. There's a lot of good uses for it. It's just, you know, everyone makes the joke that, what's it called? That being Toasty Bros, we're just like stoned the entire time. We're not. If you see us tired, by the way, if you see us like looking like that, we're probably just tired. It's legal where I am, the white protection on the gummies. I do have, I do use CBD gummies though. CBD gummies I use for sleep. That is nice. It has like a small amount of THC in it, but I'm not just like getting stoned. You know, it's not my thing. I have no idea, Grub. That was like, I was a senior in high school. So that's about 10 years ago. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Baked Bros? Yeah, we're the Baked Bros, man. Absolutely baked. Without crazy anxiety. Makes sense. But yeah, for the most part, if you do see us looking like we're stoned on camera, we're probably just tired because far be it, this job is an absolute dream job and everything. There are some times we are incredibly busy. We do a lot of filming. And there are times that I'm here really early in the morning, which I do prefer, but we just get tired. We just look kind of tired. How'd you guys come up with the name Toasty Bros? Totally random. Jackson and I were sitting in our high school classroom. We were trying to figure out the name for the channel. We've done multiple YouTube channels in the past, and we just kind of stumbled upon the name Toasty Bros. We wanted to have a name that was very generic. The first thing that popped up was like Apple. You know, it's not really tied to tech, but it's like a name that you hear and you're like, okay, I can remember Apple. I don't know how Toasty Bros came from that, I'll be honest with you, but Toasty Bros was the name. We were like, hey, we're bros. Maybe let's add some food name at the beginning, and we're good to go. But other than that, really wasn't much to it. I get toasty all the time, bros. I feel like getting toasted as a term for getting high is such an old man like phrase. Like, what young kid is saying that? I'm getting toasted. That's why I remember like our computer teacher always thought our channel was just about us getting high. And we're like, no, it's not us. Why not Loaf Bros? Oh yeah, let's go and rebrand. Let's rebrand. I think a rebrand is worth it right now, right, chat? We've gotten this far. Let's just rebrand the entire thing. And then PC Bros, exactly. PC Bros. They build PC. Apple is the biggest brand name in tech. And see the thing about Apple, it's just a fruit. It's not really like, it's not Matt and Jack computers. You know, like if we were going to focus on PCs, it's not Matt and Jack Tech, you know? Food name bros would have worked. Food and name bros. This thing is really struggling with this Fortnite update, by the way. I promise you I'm not just sitting here yapping. It is trying to update Fortnite right now. We're at 1.45 gigs of 1.48. It's trying really hard. That is true. Macintosh, Pineapple Bros, Taco Bell Bros, Sunny Side Up Bros. Guys, drop your rename suggestions down below. What should we rebrand to? What should we rebrand to? Toasty Bros Tech Tips. See, exactly. Yeah, like Matt and Jack Tech Tips. Linus, we're coming for you, buddy. Let's do like a full rebrand now that we have all these awards. We have this award up here. I say all these awards like a bunch of awards. We have the Eggy for Geek of the Year for Toasty Bros. Let's just rebrand. Let's rebrand. Let's redo everything. The LLC, redo it all. It's not worth it anymore. Yeah, realistically, if I would go back in time, I know we have like Toasty Clips and Toasty Gaming or whatever. I probably would have like just followed the bros like name, because we have PC Bros, we have Toasty Bros. We could have had Gaming Bros or something like that. We could have had Stream Bros. I don't even know what the other one would be for the Clips channel. Maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. We could have really tied into the bros thing, you know? Rebrand to Bench Marcus. Cool. I have a computer question. Well, I'll try to answer it, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not answering questions very well. I'm talking about random stuff.
Tung 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 sahur. Trallallero trallalla. Porco Dio e porco Allah.
Super Mario Bros. The Afterburner Bros. Oh, you're on some heat right now. I'll be real with you. Really cooking. VOD Bros? Yeah, that'd be really weird. PewDiePie is coming to take you his bro? Oh, no. PewDiePie's gonna get us, chat. He gonna get us. Dung Dung Bros. Dung 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 Dung. Toasty Bros. Toasty Club Bros. I don't know about that one. All right. Launch Fortnite. This thing got audio on it. Oh, wait. I can use the... Oh, it does have... Ah, it has the audio. Nice. Do like this. All the way. Almost. This. What's causing it? Okay, so I don't know. So basically, if you guys saw the video, how many of you seen this video, by the way, on this mini PC? It went live this weekend. Wait, what is this scene? Here, post. You did? Okay, so basically, at the end of the video, the conclusion ended up being that it was great. Go Gadget, thank you for the resub. It was a really cool PC, but we were having stability issues. So my hope is in this, I can like really stress test it to figure out what's going on. The suggestions we got from people were that it could be a couple different things. It could be the GPU drawing too much power. It could be the CPU is the problem. I don't really know what it's going to be. So I swapped the CPU first just to see. It's very consistent where I can run around in Fortnite for about 15 or so minutes, and it'll just hard crash. So my goal today, which just because I don't have a build to do right now, it's kind of the focus. I'm just going to get into Fortnite, get into a match, run around for a bit, and see if it crashes. You run a MIM test? I've not run a MIM test. I don't think it just shuts off. It just shuts down. No blue screen, just shut down. Like it just turns off. It feels very power related or some sort of like something about it has like a built-in like maybe what's it called? Like a power shut off or something like that. We'll see though. It just shuts down. It caught some hate. I wouldn't say it caught hate. You're just seeing the average YouTube commenter. Average YouTube commenters, if it's not absolutely perfect and we do something that people don't agree with, they're just like, delete the video. That's all like you guys. You know, you're open to experimentation. It's not the power supply, 100% not the power supply. We've tried multiple power bricks and it doesn't work. It does the same thing. It is definitely not the power supply. Because we used the original OEM brick and it happened. We thought it was a wattage issue, so then we swapped to the new one. I would definitely watch the video, Screwball, if you are curious about it. The video gives you way more information about the whole situation. But cool. I didn't see 27 months. Go Gadget, you're insane, bro. You're insane. Thank you. Now, what I'm seeing right here is a throttling CPU, I think. I might need to go to... Yeah, as a CPU running 100 megahertz. All right, hold up. I need throttle stop. I need throttle stop. Give me throttle stop. Give me throttle stop. Thing's crashing. It's pissed. Yeah, no, it still says 9700T, but you manually change these settings, by the way. If you ever see a creator that's like, oh, sorry, that's not what it's supposed to be up there, you manually change. Does it actually just work on the fly? It does. Wow, that's it. I don't know. I don't think it's actually. Just drop in though. This is manually done. Sorry, I haven't swapped it to the 8500 yet. Oh, there it is. Look, see, throttle stop kicked in. Wow, did you see how that FPS just soared? The problem is, will this hold up? Or will we crash? Yeah, you can put whatever you want in MSI. It's not just auto-detected. You can put whatever you want. People could lie to you and just say, oh, hey, we're going to 5090 and whatever. Wow, is it running so bad? You can name it whatever you want. I mean, I guess. I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be. I doubt that is the reason. Is there a theoretical chance? Maybe. But like the only thing this is pulling is, I would say, it would not be a 100-watt difference. 100 watts is very over-exaggerated for those cheap rated power supplies. So what it's running right now is a 3056 gig with the i5 8500T. It was with the 9700T. That's why that says 9700T up there. I don't know how well you guys can see. That's probably a little better for you guys. But I swapped back to the 8500T because I'm thinking that might fix some of the stability issues we're having. And also, I don't think we really even got that much performance with the 9700T. I think that was the biggest waste of $100. Can we get Sandwich Boy cameo? He is not here currently, but once he's here, you can come in and say hi. Come here. These bots, bro. And Fortnite was the one game that has been causing crashing. Thank you for sharing that YouTube news. I'm assuming that's the long-form video. If you guys want to see the full specs and the whole adventure behind this, I'd watch that video. But basically for you guys and wanting to know what's happening, I am stress testing. That is what the focus is. No, it's currently on the new performance mode, I think. Yeah, the new one. Are there stability issues with that? I wouldn't think it would be the stability issues I'm having where the system is just hard shutting down. And heating issues. Interesting. Well, if it crashes, I might try that. Let's go try to survive as long as I can because this would crash. I feel like I recorded for a good like 10 minutes with it not crashing, and then it would just hard shut down. So I almost need to like play to win the game. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that was just a bad lag spike. I thought I was done so. There she goes. Just like that, chat. All right. So, CPU is not fixing it. That's what happens. You guys got me paranoid about the power brick now, I'll be honest with you. There's no way this is that cheap. There's no way. Temperature related, RAM, heat. I think it's a power profile. I'm thinking this 3050 is just not going to work in this, guys. I really think that's the problem. Oh, now it's doing a Windows update. Nice. I just don't think this 3050 is going to work in it. I think it's... Some people were saying, because there was a lot of comments, by the way, of people saying that they've done this with like the M902Q or the M920Q, saying that this PCI slot does not do very well when it goes past 50 watts. No, I get it, Screwball, but also we've been doing this for a long time too, and the idea that all generic Chinese power bricks are not... Like, the general assumption that if it's a Chinese power brick that it doesn't actually work for its rated watt is a little bit not good, because that's normally not always the case. Because we use a lot of that stuff, and for the most part, it works perfectly fine. But totally get it. I get your point of view to just not trust it, but it's not necessarily always the case. Quadro. I'm probably just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, just for the sake of getting this thing sold at this point, and also I want to use that 3050 for something else, I'm just gonna put the old Quadro that was in it back in it. Call it a day. Because I feel like that's gonna just solve my problems. And also, I wouldn't say, Screwball, I wasn't saying that. The reason I'm also pretty firm on that is there was a lot of people in the comments backing me up on the fact that there are other very similar systems were having these issues with these GPUs. And they've tried multiple different power adapters too. So I would imagine some of them might not be as risky as me, you may say, and went with a more name brand one. So 4090, I like that. Yeah, the original, so this basically, it started out at $155 with this CPU and this Quadro. This little guy right here. I think it's a, what is this? Quadro P620. 2 gigs of VRAM. Screwball, we've seen Seasonic high-end power supplies die on us. So it doesn't mean we don't trust those. Stuff dies all the time. We've seen the highest of high-end power supplies die. We've seen the lowest of low ends run in systems that we personally use for 5 or 6 plus years. A 5070, you have a used? Nah, sadly we don't. Yeah, this is what was originally in this system. Where's the screw? That anymore. And let's just put this all back together and call it a day. Now, there's definitely a generic term when it comes to cheap power supplies that they're China power supplies. I mean, there are China power supplies, don't get me wrong, but we're definitely, I know that it's a hard stance, but we're definitely in the boat that we are more open to budget power supplies than a lot of people are. Because we've daily drove them for a long time, have had very little issues. But if you're not that kind of person, totally get it. That's your opinion, you can do that. But fortunately, we will not be swayed because we, with our own personal testing, we're very comfortable with the budget power supplies. In our power supply you tested with. Well, we had the one. So okay. Okay. Let me dial back. I know this might be kind of difficult if you guys haven't seen the video that we did on this, so I understand why this could be kind of complicated on what's happening. Basically, with the video when we originally planned this power supply, it wasn't using this power supply. It was using. There's the full video, by the way. It'll explain everything that happened. I would absolutely recommend watching that if you don't know the full story. But I'll give you all the quick rundown. This right here is what it came with. A Lenovo 130 watt power adapter, which was working fine, by the way. It was getting close to 135 watts, but it was working just fine until you played Fortnite. And when playing Fortnite, might I add, was not hitting 135 watts. It was below this, and it was still shutting down the same way. So that's why I am like with 90% confidence. Is there a 10% chance that we just got unlucky and the new power supply we got is bad? Maybe, but based on odds, I highly doubt it. This new power supply is having the exact same behavior as this rated Lenovo one. That's 130 watts. So I really, 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 really doubt it's the power adapter. And also to tie in people's personal experiences with this, based on the comments that we've had on the video itself, where people are saying they've experienced similar issues, I'm even more confident that it is just the fact that this 3050 is just too much for this PCI slot. A theory that I 100% expected to be a possibility. No, dude, I saw that movie, bro. That's insane. He made the longest movie ever. They were doing like fundraising for that too, by the way. I think they like raised like over 100 grand. So like, yeah, we ain't making that kind of money off our videos. That ain't happening. Ugh. Take a vent viewer? I got you. I'll try it. Try 300K? Yes. Clearly we're making 300K. They're touching me. Oh, Jackson's getting fondled, chat. Someone help him. He's getting fondled. Is it Jonah? That's Jackson. He's at the doctor's. He's saying he's getting fondled. Oh, oops, I need a full DisplayPort adapter. Close your eyes and take it. That is a crazy thing to say, Zeno. Are they knuckles deep? Yo, chat, y'all need to chill. What's up, chat? How you doing? Shut this bad boy off. For CS2, should I get the 5600X or 5700X? I already have a B550 build. 5600X is fine. You won't see a major difference between the two for CS. And this thing is going to be very unhappy that I just put a Quadro back in here and did not remove the drivers. Like this poor, like brutalized, modified 3050. Look at this guy. Poor little guy. I do have another use for her, though. I have another use. I can plan this little small form factor build I wanted to do. Looking for a job since you're 18 now? You got to go out to the real world? Oh, that sucks. Oh, clearly hard at work over here. I still don't even know what a real job is, chat. Oh, God. Take a while booting the windows now. There she is. Is this thing cooked? Uh, 3050 does work fine in another system, Screwball. This is one we've been passing back and forth between different projects we've had. She worked fine. There's something wrong with this system, bro. Look at this. Oh, it's just very. I think it's just mad about the GPU drivers. Give it a second. There we go. Yeah, no, dancing on TikTok. Let's see what event viewer is telling us. When did this happen? Previous system shutdown was unexpected. Let's check the details. I'm seeing what is D1? Event processing is what. Event processing. Error event log. Yeah, event viewer's not really giving me much, I'll be honest with you. Seeing kernel power errors. Would that mean anything specifically, chat? Event 41. That means it probably is just going to be power supply overheating or hard. It's just generic. It could be anything. DDU. Well, it's already been DDU. So basically, let's just include this. I appreciate all the troubleshooting help, by the way, but also without context of what I've already done, it's kind of hard for you guys to follow along. Totally understand. DDU has already been done. This thing is from a video we just released this week. If you haven't seen the video, I suggest watching that because it'll tell you everything I've already done. Basically, based on the comments I've got, the testing I just did, and everything, without doing very particular power tuning to the 3050 through MSI Afterburner to stop it from boosting to the full 75 watts, this thing is going to shut down over and over again with the 3050. It's just it's too much of a power draw with this card without doing any tuning inside Afterburner. So I decided to go back to its original configuration with the Quadro and the i5 so we could sell this thing stable. It'll be stable. And I just want to be able to sell it as is stable. So we're just kind of, it's pretty much taken care of now. I know this is stable and this works fine. But I just want to, troubleshooting wise, kind of calling it there. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little local reinstall here. We already got that done. And we will sell it with the little Quadro. With the modified plate, by the way, it still looks pretty sick, doesn't it? Look at this little Toasty Bros modified plate. I think it can play Fortnite pretty good as well. Good for emulation. It's a nice little system. We paid $155 for it, so it'd be a really good price over at PC. It has extra storage too now. It has a 256 gig boot drive with a 1 terabyte SSD for additional storage. It should be a fun little computer. Yep, if you guys want, the 3D printed backplate will come with it. I mean, we went through all that effort for it, so we might as well give it additional airflow. Oh, don't fall, power brick. Chad, I want you all to help me test something real quick. Do you mind? Where'd I put the, here it is. Well, that's working on that. Let's do, this is taking desktop audio. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a YouTube video. I'll play a Toast Bros YouTube video. I want to make sure you guys don't hear an echo and you can actually hear the video good, okay? All right, chat, y'all ready to help me out here? Let's see. All right, so we should be on the desktop scene. You all see this video? Ew. All right. Oh, there's Alienware ad. Alienware ad. All right, chat, do you hear an echo currently? Is there a bad echo? I don't hear anything. Oh, so you don't hear any of that. Oh, you had zero sound. Okay, well that's a problem. Let me fix that real quick. Well, maybe the device name is different. Headphones? Ah, yes. Un momento, por favor. All right, chat, let's try this now. All right, you tell me if you hear an echo, chat.
We got more storage, and we have a new 3D printed top to maximize.
All right, so I'm going to talk here for a little bit. I'm going to be yapping. Hello, hello. Do you hear an echo?
Hey guys, today's video is
Zach doing a Micro Center ad read.
That's 8-core, 8-thread.
Can you all hear the video fine? Does the video sound okay?
That is a lot to spend on a
And can you hear my voice fine?
And there is a
Sounds
wild
good?
list out there of people salvaging
No
these
echo?
from older like P330
Video
light
good?
systems and
Yes.
selling them for
No
like
echo?
50, $60.
Low, but
for
yes.
This video we were looking on eBay had a bit of a
Beautiful. Cool. So now we have the ability on these streams, if we want to watch videos with you guys. Whether it's a live event, looking at your stuff, we can now do desktop scenes because we have this, and it works good. So, sick. Improvements. Reacty Bros? Yeah, Reacty Bros on stream is kind of what we're doing. Subway Surfer. And we're talking about daily dose react streams. Y'all are crazy. Is it time for iOS 26? Yes, we're going to have a reaction to the new iOS. We're not going to do that. Any new GPU launch, though, if the time lines up and we can live stream in the mornings, which for some reason they do those events at 9 a.m. I know AMD does. We can easily do that now. We could build a PC and watch the AMD live event. TikTok Bros, we are TikTok. We do make the TikTok of content. Oh, hey guys, McAllister's here. He wants to hit some buttons. You know what to do. We want one freaking thing. It is foul. This is a bonus button. I need to make a bonus one.
BB.
A BB. The BBL. BBL. Chat, come
I
on.
have a hat in the butt.
What'd you say, Zach? Oh yeah, I was filming something from. I like that angle. It's a cool, different angle. Chad doesn't want a nut. Chad doesn't want a nut this morning.
Wild.
Is it No Nut November already, Chad? Is this the edging stream?
Tung 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 sahur.
You can endlessly loop it, chat. There we go. Thank you, big man. God, it's about damn time, Chad. It's about damn time. Jackson is getting poked at the doctor. He came in the chat and saying they're touching me. So, yep. Penis explosion. Scooter Bros, hold up now. Don't get too crazy, all right? No. That's not the edging stream. No. But it could be. With the word from today's sponsor. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. All right, here, chat. Let's test this real quick. Here we go. So they want us to look at our PC part picker. And this is in a currency I do not know, but I'm gonna give it a go. Sounds good. All right, let's do it. Yeah, look at this. We can do PC part picker reviews now. All right, so CPU Ryzen 5 7600. We have an Arctic freezer, B650 motherboard, D3 HP. Chad, I'm just telling you now, Jackson's gonna complain about how hard it is to see this, because it is kind of hard to see this far away. We're gonna have to go like boomer mode, okay? There we go. All right, that's easier to read. 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SN580. That is kind of a slow Gen 4 drive. I've had issues with that drive in the past. Maybe a slightly different drive, B580. CIT, never heard of their cases before, but they are in the UK. And a A650B, and the parts are good. I'm not really basing the pricing because I don't know the pricing very well, but everything looks good. Maybe a slightly different SSD, but the SSD is fine. The Challenger's good. Seems like a pretty decent price for B580. Yeah, good build. I think that's a good meta B580 build. Faux show. Faux show. All right, gamers. Well, this Lenovo is resetting currently, and I reviewed a PC part picker. I feel like I've done my job for the day. Thank you all for watching very much. Stay tuned for a video releasing on the channel today. It is going to be a cheap 5060 laptop. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We have a guide the raid. I'll be sure to do guide the raid. Unless you're in Kentucky. Yeah, we are in Kentucky. Currency's in the UK. How does that have to do with Kentucky? We're going to go on a raid. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Jackson will be back for a normal build stream. Gooner build. Yes. Hashtag Gooner build. Got a hot mic. I got a hot mic. God, he's going to say so many bad things. Oh, butt cheeks. All right, chat. We're going to raid Tyster. UK University of Kentucky. Yes. No, like, they were not saying that the currency wasn't UK as in University of Kentucky. The United Kingdom, my dude. United Kingdom. Thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. We'll see you all in the next one.